This was a great question I got asked. What would have happened if Adrian Dantley got to play with Karl Malone and John Stockton? And what kind of big three would that have been? Oh boy. AD at the small, Carl at the four, Stockton at the point. That could have been a scary squad. Nobody ever really talks about it. Adrian Dantley was like, he was like the Kevin McHale of the small four and on the perimeter. The octopus with the hands and the motion and the movement. Wasn't the fastest, wasn't the quickest, but was one of the smartest players and would get you and would make you foul him. And you couldn't stop him. I've never seen another player like AD before, the real AD. Because if Anthony Davis had what Adrian Dantley had, he'd own the league. Yeah, I said because you got all that skill set, but to have a moving ability and to create fouls and to create motion and separation and to move like that, oh, you'd own the league. Adrian Dantley, but when he retired, was top 10 all time for scoring when he retired. So I should tell you something. That was mainly in the non-3-point line era. So can you imagine what happened if he got to play in an era where he get, with all the non-hand checking the contact? He was something else. I mean, people don't understand. And then he had got a chance to play with Karl Malone, the mailman, playing in that time. Because that's what Karl Malone missed, was a guy who could create in the positioning. And that's what they lacked. All due respect to Jeff Hornacek and those guys, he never had a guy that could create shots and score. The Stockton and Malone were textbook. And it was great fundamental that Jerry Sloan taught. Problem was you didn't have no easy buckets. You had nobody else that could create. That's the difference between scoring 2020, because Adrian Dantley averaged 24.3 for his career. So imagine that when they had that run against the Bulls, how might things have been so vastly different, possibly. Not having a center or not having someone that could create like that, because they missed scoring. And they had that one game, they got blew out so bad by the Bulls, the shot clock era, where they scored 54 points. That what happened. That was realistic because they were pretty much a half court, centralized team. So when they can't turn the engines up to another dial, that was all she wrote. And so that was very telling. And I remember that one like, yeah, I remember that game. That was pretty brutal. So anyway, the point is that this is one of those what ifs. Imagine Adrian Dantley with Karl Malone and John Stockton. How might their fortunes have been different? And, because if you let the nature of it all take its place and shape with AD, are you kidding me? Would have been something else. Would have been something else. Would have been something else. And, it hits like that because you kind of think like, man, wonder what would have happened if they had been able to just, have that guy like that. Because AD was that dude. That would have been a scary big three. That would have been one of the most scariest big threes you could have ever imagined. Sure would have been. It sure would have been, you just think about the totality of it. Just, I like it when we have daydreams or we be kind of wondering what if you could put this person with that. Because I see it all the time. Sometimes I'm watching, I'm thinking, oh, if they had had so-and-so at this time, and you can see how it projects. It's just one of those things. But anyway, please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for nothing. Share if you like. And hit that membership, because when you do, requests like this came through. And a shout out Jay Will for the live stream who mentioned this a few months back. And I had to keep this one because this one was like, yeah, I like that one for a conversation. Peace. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.